more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Across the 45. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Davis. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Right side, it's Brown. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Hokies look to keep this drive humming. The give to Davis. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Making the adjustment. Dropping back, it's Baker. Out wide right, it's Brown. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Now on the move. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And Camario Taylor will be running the show. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. On the run, it's Maddox. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Shaw. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Breaks the tackle. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone defense. So the offense accepts a penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. It's inside. It's Maddox. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to throw. It's Baker. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
From the gun, it's Davidson. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that play.
Caught, and he's got room. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The run inside. It's Davidson. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll ride Davis here. Breaks into the open.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice game there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Options galore here, 2nd and just a few inches. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Right side, it's Watkins. Got some room, headed to to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Fielded in the end zone. It's West. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got it behind the line. It's Shaw. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Showing off yards. Discards another dude. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Off play action on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Maddox. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. This time they'll throw it. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. On the RPO, got it. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Hokies are marching down the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Makes his man miss. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the move. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Plows his way ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide right, it's off. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Taylor wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's taking the shot. Makes a deep grab. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Maddox. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Flush to the left. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Hokies sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got the first down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Between the hashes, it's Brown. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Out wide left, it's Watkins. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 19 team, the Auburn Tigers.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down.
Makes a grab and room to run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Time to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Rush right in his face. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his target. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Long way to go on second down. Off-play action. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. Third and long coming up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running inside. It's Maddox. What an effort that was. How many tacklers did he shed and still comes up a yard short of the first down? Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Turning it on. Runs through a tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Straight ahead, it's Maddox. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just feeds the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Right at the line. And he's in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
To the air, it's Baker, working that wide receiver screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 2nd and long here. Quarterback keeper. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. This is a designed run. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Hits inside. It's Davidson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. A run for the quarterback. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Oh, pressure's coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it out. It's West. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to get the corner, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Sharp. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. He smashes his way through again. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see. Makes the catch, and he's free. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion, but every incompletion even looks good because it's so exciting to watch.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
And the Hokies are rolling down the field. Drops back on first down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Leaves it with the back.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Taylor wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he gets it away.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the gun, it's Davis. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The run inside. It's Davis. They've got him corralled.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Drops back. It's Baker. Grabs it in the middle. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. And it'll be down right there. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, here we are. It's every quarterback's dream. You're down by a score late in the game, 2-minute situation. You get to march your off.
Makes the grab right down the middle. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
And he shows up in a big moment. We haven't heard his name much, right, Reese? Like, he hasn't made a bunch of plays, but this offense, when they...
Going for it all. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. 2nd and long here. Looking to throw. He's got him this time. No chance to run, but still a good gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Finds his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Look out! Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is